This is how you get your caffeine into a melting point capillary so that you can take a melting point on the melting point device. First thing is to get some of your caffeine and to pile it up on a piece of weighing paper, and then you want to crush the caffeine so that it's really, really powdery. The smaller and tinier the particles of solid are, the better for your melting point. If the particles are too big, you might have a melting point that's too broad, and you will inadvertently think that it's impure. The next step is to get a capillary, a melting point capillary. It's open on one end and closed on the other end. You're going to take the open end and tap it into the pile of your powder, and then you flip it over and tap it on the bench top to make sure that the caffeine goes to the bottom. But that's not enough powder in the melting point, so we're going to do that again. Tapping it again. It's still, it could use just a little bit more. You could probably take a melting point with that much. All right, once you get the powder in there, you want to tap it on the counter to make sure that it's tightly packed. That looks good. Then once you have the melting point device set up at the temperature that you want it to be at, then you can put your samples in, and there are 2 little holes on each side, so you can have up to 4 melting point capillaries in a device at one time, and you can watch all of them melt at the same time. Once you have everything ready, all your samples ready, and your device is at the temperature that you want it to be set at, which is actually below the melting point you're looking for, then you follow the instructions on here and go ahead and hit start, and it will start to slowly ramp up the temperature through your melting point. And you'll be looking through the eyepiece and watching it melt at that time. Many of these melting point devices, the lights have burned out, and the easiest thing I have found is to use your phone, the flashlight on your phone, and shine it into the place where you're watching it melt so that you can see it melt.